Thanks for joining me again today. I miss you so much. I hope that you're doing well, and I can't wait to see you again. So today I have for us 3 books about birds. The first one is called What's Inside? The Story of an Egg That Hatched. Let's get started. This book is very old and really fragile, so I have to be very gentle. Here is an egg, a big white egg. What's inside? Look, there are cracks in the shell of the egg. You see them? Now look, the cracks are bigger. What can be breaking the egg? What is making it crack? Shh, shh. There is a little noise. It's coming from inside the egg. What is going on inside this egg anyway? Now the crack is getting bigger. Something inside is cracking the shell. Something inside is trying to push it out of the shell. What can it be? Can it be a head? Can it be a beak? What is pushing through the shell? Can it be a horse? Can it be a hippopotamus? Oh no, who ever heard of a hippopotamus hatching out of an egg? And who ever saw a horse with a beak? Ooh, now look what's happening. Feathers. First a beak and then feathers, and now something that looks like feet. What has feathers, feet, and a beak and comes out of an egg? A chicken? It might be. A chicken comes out of an egg, but our egg is twice as big as a chicken's egg, so it can't be a chicken. Can it be a robin? No, robin's eggs are much smaller, and besides, they're blue. It's not a robin, but it is a bird. What kind of bird is it? What do you guys think? Do you have an idea? Is it a turkey? Turkeys are birds. Turkeys hatch from eggs, but our egg is bigger than a turkey's egg. It's not a turkey. I don't think I've ever seen a turkey's egg, so I don't know how big a turkey's egg is, but can it be an ostrich? Oh no, an ostrich comes from a very, very big egg. So we know that our egg is smaller than an ostrich egg, but bigger than a turkey and a chicken's egg. I wonder what it could be. Now the bird is all out of the shell. The baby bird worked hard to come out. It worked for a whole day and a whole night to get out of the shell and be born. it's tired and sleepy and wet. The little bird has to rest and dry its feathers. It's all wet from the stuff that's inside the egg that feeds the baby bird while it lives in there. Now its feathers are dry. Can you tell what kind of bird it is? Look at its feet. They're webbed. Why would a bird have webbed feet? Webbed feet are for swimming. What kind of birds swim? What do you think? Did you say duck? Anybody might think it's a duck. I thought it was a duck. But it's not a duck. It's a goose. A baby goose. A baby goose is called a gosling. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Every day, the newborn gosling will grow and grow, and it will grow up to be a big, white, fluffy goose. A nice one, I hope. I have met some really mean geese in my life. Is this the end of the story? No. When this gosling grows up, it will have babies that will hatch out of eggs. It will have goslings that will grow into geese. This story never ends. It goes on and on and on. The end. Did you guys notice something about this book? Instead of illustrations, it has pictures, photographs so that means they're real. It's a real baby geese hatching out of these eggs. So this book is non-fiction, right? It's all about real stuff. Next book. It's called Baby Bird's First Nest. One night, Baby Bird rolled over in her sleep, tumbled out of her nest, and woke up with a thump. Baby Bird wasn't hurt, but she was very frightened. Darkness loomed all around her. Even the moon looked cold and scary. "Mama, help me," she cried. But Mama Bird was fast asleep. All right, so these illustrations, the pictures in this book are illustrations, right? Someone drew these, and we've got a baby bird who's talking. So this book is fiction. Beneath Baby Bird's tree lived Little Frog. "What are you croaking about?" he asked. "I fell out of my nest," Baby Bird said, flapping her tiny wings, "and I can't get back." Little Frog climbed out of his pond. "I was going for a moonlit swim. Do you want to come along?" "I just want to go back to my mama and my nest," sniffled Baby Bird. "Don't worry, your mama will find you in the morning," said Little Frog. "The morning's a long way off," replied Baby Bird. "What shall I do until then?" "Why not build your own nest?" asked Little Frog. "I've never built a nest before," sighed Baby Bird. "Neither have I," said Little Frog, "but I'd be glad to help you." So Baby Bird and Little Frog set to work building a nest. They gathered twigs and pine needles to make the outside. Then they lined the inside with birch bark and deer grass. When the nest was finished, Baby bird hopped inside and chirped, "It's beautiful and cozy too." With a skip and a jump, little frog flipped himself into the nest. "Kinda scratchy for my taste," he croaked. "Of course you'd think that. You're a frog," said baby bird, "but it's perfect for me." Then she sighed with relief. My very first nest. Baby bird snuggled down and soon began to feel sleepy. But little frog sat straight up. "I hear paws," he croaked. "Quick, follow me." Little frog leaped out of the nest and into the pond. Plunk. Those are some scary eyes. Baby bird looked up and saw a hungry raccoon. "If I jump in the pond, I'll drown," she thought. So she scrambled out of her nest and fled in the opposite direction. Baby bird spied a low branch above her head. She crouched down, flapped her tiny wings, and hopped up onto the branch. Raccoon stood on his hind legs. Baby bird closed her eyes, trembling with fear, but Raccoon couldn't reach her. See how he's standing on his hind legs? Makes him tall. Not tall enough, though. Raccoon hunted in the water until he found a fish to eat. When he was gone, little frog swam ashore and went looking for baby bird. He looked in the nest. It was empty. He looked behind the nest and even under the nest. "Oh my," he croaked, "Raccoon got baby bird." "No, he didn't. I'm up here." "How did you get up there?" asked little frog. "I hopped up," replied baby bird. "If you can hop up there, you can hop back to your nest," said little frog. "I can't hop that far," gasped baby bird. The nest is pretty high. "Sure you can," said little frog, "if you take it one hop at a time. Here, I'll show you." And he hopped up to baby bird's perch. "Now follow me," he said, and hopped to a branch above her head. "Can you do that?" "Sure," chirped baby bird. "Good," said little frog, and he hopped up to the next higher branch. Things that seem impossible are actually possible when you take it one little step at a time, right? We know that. Little frog hopped and baby bird followed higher and higher, all the way back to her nest. "Mama, I'm home," she cried. Slowly, Mama bird opened her eyes. "Of course you are, my darling," she said with a yawn. "But what are you doing out there?" Mama bird lifted baby bird into the nest. "Mama," cried baby bird, "I've had the most wonderful adventure." "Yes, yes," Mama bird yawned again. "You can tell me all about it in the morning." Soon Mama bird was fast asleep. "Your mom's nice," said little frog. "Do you want to sleep in our nest tonight?" asked baby bird. Little frog thought for a moment. "Too scratchy," he replied. "So what are you going to do now?" asked baby bird. "I guess I'll finish that moonlit swim," said little frog. "Get ready for the highest dive you ever saw." "Thanks, I had fun," said baby bird. "Me too," said little frog. "Will I ever see you again?" asked baby bird. "I certainly hope so," croaked little frog, and he dove into the night. The end. All right, the last book that I have for you guys today is called About Birds, a Guide for Children. Birds have feathers. It's a cardinal, like us. Baby birds hatch from eggs. Ooh, these are the robin's eggs. See how they're blue? Like that first book told us? Blue and smaller than geese eggs. Some birds build nests on the ground. You see his nest? Hopefully somewhere where someone can't step on it. Some build in very high places. Look at that. And some do not build a nest at all. I think penguins just sit on their egg the whole time. Birds travel in different ways. You ever look up in the sky and see birds migrating like that? Most birds fly. A little hummingbird. See how fast its wings fly? But some swim. And others run. This little roadrunner. You guys ever seen one? I have. They move so fast. Birds may flock together. Or live alone. See the owl? Birds use their bills to gather food. See this one? It's getting nectar out of the flower with its long beak. This one's good for crushing seeds. This one has a fish. This one's got a berry. And this one's got a bug. They sing to let other birds know how they feel. Birds come in all sizes. Birds are important to us. The end. Just some information about the different pictures that we saw. The end. Yeah. I wanted to choose some books about birds because we're a couple weeks into spring now, and I don't know if you guys can hear birds, but in my apartment I can hear all kinds of birds, especially in the mornings. Sometimes I can even see them. I don't know if you guys go on walks and see and hear birds, but if you want, I'd be super interested in seeing some of your pictures. If you want to draw some pictures of some birds and show me the birds that you've seen either in your neighborhood walks or out your window, I'd love to see it. All right, thanks for joining me again today, guys. I really missed you. So nice to spend time with you, and I'll see you again soon. All right, bye.